Hello dear student of class 8. Welcome to DAV Moyle Public Schools online e-learning session. I am your social science teacher Manish Sabde. Dear student, today we are going to learn about manufacturing industries part 1. Here we know the conversion of raw material into more useful and valuable commodity with the help of machines or tools is called manufacturing. Dear student, manufacturing that comes into secondary sector. The common example processing of iron ore to get steel, cotton to get cloth, wood to get pulp and then paper. It is important to understand that more the raw materials change into form through processing, greater is its value and utility. So, here the importance of manufacturing industries. Dear student, industry not only converts raw material into a much useful finished product, but in this process it performs multiple tasks. For example, it converts raw material into useful finished product and it generates scope for employment and increases national earning through local and foreign trade. An industrial laborer earns more wages than agricultural laborers. So, industries plays an important role in making country economically prosperous. So, these are the importance of manufacturing industries in our country. Here, the classification of the industries. Dear student, manufacturing industries are classified into various groups on the basis of their size, nature of finished product, sources of raw materials and their ownership. Here, the classification of the industries on the basis of size. Cottage or household industries, small scale and large scale industries. Now, the basis of size, cottage or household industries. Dear student, these are the smallest manufacturing units in cottage industries. A craftsman manufactures the goods by using locally available raw material. He carries out the work at home where the family members join in making the goods. For example, potter, blacksmith, weaver and craftsmen are the example of cottage industries. Small scale industries. The small scale industries is an extended form of cottage industries. The manufacturing is done by machines in addition to manpower. It requires small machines driven by power, small amount of capital investment and less human labor. Paper good, toys, furniture, edible oil, leather products are the example of small scale industries. And last one is large scale industry. Large scale industry uses heavy machinery which is driven by power. It requires a wide variety of raw material, large scale investment and workforce to manufacture the final product. The example of such industries are iron and steel, textile, heavy machines and tools and shipbuilding industries. So dear student, these are the types of industries on the basis of size. Now, nature finished product, basic industries and consumer industries. Basic industries means here the finished product of these industries are used as raw materials for other industries. For instance, iron and steel industries produce steel which is used in the manufacturing of machine tools. So, iron and steel industries becomes a basic industries. And next is consumer industries. These industries produces goods for direct use by consumer. Edible oil, tea, soap, bread, biscuits, radio, television are the some examples of consumer good industries. So this is the nature of finished product industries. Okay. Now, on the basis of source of raw material, here the agro base. Dear student, the industries using agricultural products as their raw materials are known as agro-based industries. It is totally depend on the agriculture like tea, sugar, cotton, textile, vegetable oil. These are the example of agro-based industries. Mineral-based industries. These industries are dependent on mineral as their raw material. For example, iron and steel, copper, smelting, petrochemical, cements are the example of mineral-based industries. Forest-based industries. The industries which use forest products as their raw material are called forest-based industries. Paper, furniture, packing materials, medicines from the medicinal plants are the common example of forest-based industries. And last one is marine-based industries. Here, last one is marine-based industries. That marine-based industries based on the ocean product, totally based on ocean product. Okay, dear student. And next is animal-based industries, totally based on the animals. Milk, egg, leathers are the example of the animal-based industries. Okay, dear student. Here, on the basis of the ownership, public sector. When the ownership and the management of industries is in the hands of the government or its department, it is called public sector industries. The government established and runs this industrial unit. Bhilai Steel Plant, Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited are the some of the examples of public sector industries. Private sector industries. The type of the industries is owned and managed by the individual, family, or a corporate body. Individual invest their own capital and capital is raised through loans or public issues to establish these industries and they manage them as a private enterprise. For example, TISCO means Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur, Reliance at Ahmedabad and Vadodara, Birla Mills at Delhi are the examples of the private sector industries. Then joint sector. Joint sector industries owned and managed by jointly by the government and private sector. Some example of such industries are Indian Oil, Ruchi Biofuels, Indian Oil Petronas Private Limited, AV Oil India Limited are the example of joint sector. And last one is cooperative sector. It is owned and managed by a group of people belonging to a cooperative society. Cooperative sector. Amul of Gujarat, Lijjat Papad of Maharashtra are the some examples. Dear student, we know that these are the classifications of the industries. Okay, I hope you understand. Here are some factors influencing the locations of the industries. Each industry has a different needs related to its raw material, power, transportation, capital, manufacturing process, skilled personnel including distance to training center, and the locations of an industry depends on those factors which have bearing on its efficient running and profitability both. An industry is located at a place where it gets easy resources, skilled manpower, and lower investment costs. So, therefore, generates maximum profitability. Hence, a lot of planning is involved before establishing an industrial unit in specific locality. So, here are some factors. Geographical factors. You are seeing on your screen. Geographical factor. Geographical factors that these include land, climate, land, climate, availability of raw materials, means of power order to reach the market where the raw materials are available, and non-geographical factor. This includes the government policies, capital, management, banking, labor, and developments, transport, insurance, above all that thing. Here the raw materials, labor, capital, market, water, communication, transport, land, power. These factors influencing the location of an industry. We know Industries tend to be located at a place where the favorable factors outweigh the unfavorable factor. We have learned that an industry needs sound infrastructure, well-developed means of transport, strong financial banking, wider market, and favorable government policies. Apart from this basis of geographical factors, it has also been observed that in order to take advantage of these favorable factors, other industries also get attracted to that region, making its cluster of industrial unit, which lays down the formations of an industrial region. So, dear student, some types of the industrial region we will learn in next period. So, here the assignment on today's topic. You should write these questions in your notebook and write its answer. Yes, student, thank you for watching today's online video and thank you for making us a part of your day.